Hello, this is Maritza Navio, and in this video we are going to work with the Google Analytics 4 acquisition report, especially focusing in the type of traffic. So, have you ever wondered how your websites attract visitors from different corners of the internet? In this video, we are going to focus on Google Analytics 4 in order to unravel the mysteries of web traffic acquisition, because we are going to try to dive deep into understanding the various types of traffic that land on our website, from organic searches to paid campaigns to direct traffic. So let's explore how Google Analytics 4 shed lights on the journey that the user take in order to discover our website. So which are the type of traffic according to their acquisition? Okay, let's see here a really broad classification, a really broad taxonomy about traffic. We can have direct traffic, organic traffic, also paid traffic, but also social media traffic that can be organic or paid, set traffic that can be organic or paid, referral traffic, email traffic, push traffic, SMS traffic, and affiliated traffic. Okay, let's see one by one what are these type of traffic and how we can work with them on Google Analytics 4. Okay. The first one is going to be direct traffic. Direct traffic is the traffic that comes to our website because users directly type the URL on the browsers, okay? And I mean the URL itself, okay? And not just a query that we include in the browser that generates a search on Google, okay? But directly typing the URL on the browser, okay? But also, it is also considered direct traffic, the process of clicking on bookmarks, on favorites, or even the browser story, because the process is very similar. As soon as we click on those bookmarks, they are going to copy and paste in an automatic way this URL on the browsers, okay? In this regard, what kind of users generate direct traffic? Okay, having direct traffic is really interesting because if somebody types directly our website URL on their browsers, or even click on bookmarks or whatever, it means that they already know us. So they normally refers to returning visitors, loyal visitors that we really want to maintain. So in this regard, it can also be traffic that is coming from branding actions. I mean, sometimes we generate a microsite or we generate a specific campaign using traditional or online media, focus on branding, focus on positioning. We don't want to have this CTR on these specific campaigns, but we only want people to know that we are existing, to notice that we are existing, and then to try to find by themselves, creating some kind of outbound campaign that then is going to lead to an inbound campaign because we have worked on branding, okay? So in this regard, direct traffic is also due to branding actions, because if we have one specific brand or one specific campaign really clear in our mind, we can do this process of going directly to the browser in order to look for this specific URL. But direct traffic has a lot of limitation on Google Analytics 4, okay? Even if we are measuring the specific type of dimension on sessions or session reports, okay? Session acquisition report or user acquisition reports, we are going to find that even in some of the medium that we have, we include a lot of different kind of traffic as direct or known. So every single time that Google Analytics 4 or Google Analytics in general term is unable to detect where some kind of traffic is coming from, they normally include this kind of traffic on direct traffic. And this generates a lot of confusion because those limitations can lead us to think that some of the traffic that we are getting that is direct traffic, so we are having a lot of loyal people, we have done a lot of really good branding strategies. Sometimes this is not true. It is just that Google has included there a lot of different kind of traffic that is not direct, but they didn't have a clue about where these people were coming from. Okay, so let's see which are the different kind of limitation that we have on Google Analytics 4 on direct traffic. Okay, Google Analytics 4 may identify other traffic as direct, even if they isn't really. So the first thing that is a mistake is the mobile apps traffic, okay? What I mean with this, sometimes if we are using social media apps on our smartphone or tablets or other different kind of mobile apps, and we click on a link of those mobile apps, even if it could be considered referral traffic, for example, for Google Analytics 4, since they are not able to detect where this traffic is coming from, because normally if we click on an app link, this link is going to be placed in an automatic way on the browser, Safari or Chrome that we have, and we are gonna go directly to this website. This specific traffic is going to be considered direct traffic because of the technical process of this app to land this URL in a direct and automatic way on the browser. So normally, Google Analytics 4 is classifying mobile apps traffic as direct traffic, while they are not, okay? On the other hand, we have instant messaging apps such as WhatsApp or Telegram, or every single link that we click there, since they do exactly the same process of copy and pasting in an automatic way this URL of the link on the browser, is also considered direct traffic. But at the very end of the day, we know that some clicks that has been generated on an instant messaging apps, it is going to be more referral traffic than direct traffic, okay? It is going to happen the same with social network management apps, such as Metricool, such as Buffer, or every single social network management application with which we publish and schedule content. If we have a look to some contents there that include clicks and we click, I mean links, and we click on some of them, this is going to be also considered as direct traffic, even if it should be social traffic, okay? It's happened the same with emails. In the case of traffic coming from some emails, the emails that the user has opened from email client apps such as Outlook, Yahoo, Gmail, well, all the different kind of apps that we install on a browser, no, sorry, on a desktop, on a tablet or whatever, in order to open emails, they are going to generate traffic from the clicks on those emails that are going to be considered direct traffic, even if, of course, it's email traffic, okay, or campaign traffic. Finally, we have the webmail, not just clicks that we do on mails that we have opened through applications of email, but also when we open those emails on a browser, on a webmail, such as Gmail, for example. So in this regard, this is going to be classified sometimes as direct traffic, normally if we are using the HTTPS protocol, but other times they are going to be considered referral. But in both cases, it should be considered email traffic. On the other hand, we have intranet links, so links placed on an intranet that then lands on a landing page of an external website are going to be considered also as direct traffic. Traffic coming from SMS also is considered normally or tracked by Google Analytics 4 as direct traffic. Links that we place in documents such as in Words or PDFs or PowerPoints also are considered direct traffic. And technical problems that may appear that allows, not allows Google Analytics 4 to track this acquisition are going to be considered as direct traffic. So direct traffic is a big box that we cannot just think that reflects the reality. So let's jump to the next type of traffic, which is going to call organic traffic, okay? Organic traffic refers to both search engines and social media that is non-advertising communication action. So we are not going to pay for its insertion. So when we are talking about organic traffic on search engines, we are going to talk about these organic visits that we have got thanks to SEO strategies. Okay, if we are working properly on SEO, we are going to appear on the SERP or different kind of queries related to different kind of keywords, and we are going to get this traffic that we are going to consider organic search traffic. Okay, but on the other hand, we are going to also talk about social media, social networks, in which we are going to get traffic from just natural or organic posts, never from social ads. Okay, organic traffic generates a traffic that is really, really interesting. It's normally the traffic that we all want to get because it is a really very qualified traffic, because people that are coming from clicking on a search snippet or clicking on a social snippet is because this previous snippet generate a lot of interest and they were really willing to click on them in order to consume more content about this snippet. And in this regard, this could be considered a really inbound marketing campaign. So it is very qualified, and this generates a high conversion rate because if the qualification of the traffic is high, it is normally leading to a high conversion rate. But apart from this, we must know that it is normally a cheap traffic because we don't need to pay for the insertion of those contents. We don't need to work on them. So normally it's a really, really interesting traffic to get. But as well as the direct traffic, we have kind of several limitations that we need to take into account when we are talking about organic content or social media. Okay, the first is, as we have said before, mobile apps traffic. And remember that the main device that we use in order to access to social media is application that we install of our mobile phone. So we have a lot of problems in order to track this because this is going to be considered direct traffic. The same with social network management apps such as Metricool or whatever you are using, that also is considered direct traffic, even if it should be a tag as social traffic, organic traffic. Okay, the same with instant messaging apps. And one specific thing related to organic content on social media that we need to take into account is a problem related to those social media apps that does not generate traffic. I mean, Instagram or sometimes TikTok. Okay, in this regard, we need to have a solution for this. The main solution that we can have is tagging links through UTM's parameters or other kinds of parameters. But let's talk about the limitation on Google Analytics 4 about organic search traffic. Focus on Google, Baidu, whatever other search engines you can consider. Remember that we are talking in this regard about the search of different kind of keywords on Google or other search engines. But there is one type of words with which we must be conscious. These are the words that we normally place on Google that include the brand of the website that we want to visit. Okay, we can even write communities.com or Zara.com or Zara. And the thing is that even if we are using search engine, our objective is going directly to this website that we already know. So it is not a direct traffic than a search traffic. But since Google Analytics 4 is going to measure this traffic and is coming from a search engine such as Google, they are going to consider this. They are going to include these searches, these queries in the organic traffic section. But from my point of view, we should consider this direct traffic. So how can we have a solution for analyzing this properly? The solution is going to Search Console and the Search Console section on Google Analytics 4 in order to analyze the type of keywords that people are using based on search intent. Okay, remember that if we go to Search Console and we click on queries, we are going to be able to see the keywords that people have used during this certain period of time in order to access to our content. And we can find that, for example, people are going to Google in order to type community tools in order to go to the homepage, normally to the website. So do we really need to consider this search traffic, or this is really direct traffic? So in this regard, we must understand that if we analyze all the keywords, we can classify them according to the type of keyword based on search intent. And as you know, we have informative, navigational, commercial, and transactional. Informative are those keywords that people use in order to search for information, to get informed. Commercial are those that people use when they are trying to have a research about something that they want to buy in the future. And transactional are those keywords that reflects that the user wants to do a transaction, a purchase in a really direct way. But what about the navigational? Navigational keywords are those that include the name of the brand or the URL of the brand because they really want to go to a specific website that they already know. But instead of doing this in a direct way by using the browser, creating direct traffic, they use the they use the Google search in order to access to it because they are got used to do everything by using Google first. Okay, so if we detect that we have navigational keywords used by people when accessing to our website, I strongly recommend you to zoom this traffic and you to analyze this traffic as direct traffic and not as organic search traffic. Okay, remember that we have different traffic acquisition channels, and we've seen direct traffic and organic traffic. We are going to jump to the next one, which is referral traffic, okay? Referral traffic is this traffic that arrived to our website after clicking on a link that has been included in another website, which is not our website. So if we click on a link that can be placed in a visible URL, in an anchor text, on buttons, on our different kind of images, we are going to land in my website, okay? We are going to land to my website, so we are going to consider those people as referral traffic, those users that has clicked and has land on referral traffic. So in this regard, remember that we are going to consider referral traffic, all the users or the traffic and sessions that are coming thanks to backlinks, or also called inbound links. So having big referral traffic allow us to know the quality of our strategies and SEO of page, especially link building and link baiting. But remember that this is not the only type of links that we have. Let's do a really big overview, okay? And the first thing is the opposite, is including links on my website that drive traffic to other websites, okay? People click on my website and they leave me in order to go to another website. This is called external link or outbound link. And this is important in order to know the quality of my SEO on page because we need to optimize it. We need to include links to sources that goes to a really domain authority, a page authority, which is high. And normally this also can generate visibility because those websites, when they are starting to analyze their Google Analytics 4, they are going to see my website as a traffic source, okay? If we go to, for example, traffic acquisition, and we select the session source, that is a specific platform from which people are coming from, our website can appear here, okay? Our website can appear here because we have generated the backlink to them. So this is kind of generating visibility. This is the reason why the better we include links on my website that drive traffic to important website, the more chances we have to generate visibility to the analytics of people that we want really to reach, okay? And remember that another type of links should be internet links that drive traffic to another page within my site, okay? From one internal page of my site to another internal page of my site. And this is also a work on SEO on and off page, which is called interlink. Understanding the type of links, we are now focusing on backlinks, okay? Backlinks that are links from other websites that drive traffic to my website. So which kind of user can generate referral traffic? Well, in this regard, this traffic is also very, very attractive because this is high qualified traffic that maybe was reading or watching or consuming content in another website, and they wanted to go deeper in one specific aspect. So they click on a hyperlink in order to go to my website. So this is a really qualified traffic because we can consider this as inbound traffic, inbound marketing strategy. This is also very cheap if we are not paying for those links. And this allows us to generate visibility to other publics, other audiences that are the audiences that those websites that has included the link to my website have. So for example, if I am acquiring a backlink from x.com, I don't know, x.com is going to have an audience that is going to be able to see me, to get impacted by me. So it allows us to have visibility to new publics that we didn't know before, okay? And this is also a really important traffic that we need to measure if we want to measure the quality of our SEO on page, okay? So every single time that we go to Google Analytics, okay, let's see the channel group, okay? To Google Analytics, we have direct traffic in order to know the visibility of my brand, the loyal people, those branding action that we are doing, and also all the traffic that, as we know, is not properly tagged, okay? We have organic traffic, organic search, and organic social, as we have said before. And also we have referral traffic. With referral traffic, we are going to be able to know if the quality of my SEO off page is good, and if I am undertaking a really good strategy in order to get backlinks, okay? Which are the limitations of referral traffic on Google Analytics 4? Well, the first thing is that if you own an e-commerce, sometimes after paying, from the perspective of the user, after paying for a purchase, not after, but in the process of paying for a purchase, they are going to land into the TPV platform, the web page of the bank, okay? And as soon as they make the payment, they go back. They are automatically redirected to our website, or even if they are not automatically redirected, they can click on this TPV platform page in order to go back to the website. So since these people are coming from an external website, which is the TPV of the bank, this is understood by referral traffic, referral traffic, even if they are not, because they were just a process that we cannot skip if we want people to pay, okay? On the other hand, it is also considered referral traffic between own domains. For example, if you do own 3 or 4 different kind of websites and you have include links among them, of course, each individual website that receives traffic from the others are going to find a lot of traffic coming from referral traffic because they are different domains. But the problem here is that if we are owning these domains, maybe they are part of the same company or they are part of the same strategy, we are not measuring how good our SEO of page is. Why? Because we are creating in a direct way this among internal websites. So it can be also confusing. And on the other hand, sometimes we are working with affiliation marketing and pet links in which we have other websites in order to talk positive about us or our products. And we include some links there that drive traffic to us, but we pay for these links. This is also considered referral traffic because it's traffic coming from other websites. But the problem is that we are paying for this. This is an advertising campaign. So we should consider this as paid campaigns traffic, okay? So this limitation also has a solution, which is tagging links with UTM's parameter. As soon as we tag those links that we place on the affiliates programs, on other influencers that are talking positively about us, even on our other website that we own, if we tag those links, then thanks to the UTMs, we are going to be able to see where this traffic is really coming from. Let's go to social media traffic that we have previously seen on organic traffic, but let's focus a little bit more on these specific platforms, okay? Social media traffic can have visitors from two different kind of perspective, organic content and social ads. Organic is natural content, social ads is inorganic content, paid traffic, okay? And in this regard, we are going to focus only for social media on organic content because social ads should be considered on Google Analytics 4 as part of paid traffic or campaign traffic, okay? And we should include a lot of UTMs, a lot of parameters in order to track them properly. So let's talk about organic content on social media, even if we have done some spoilers before in the organic traffic, because this organic content allow us to generate traffic from social media to our website through three different kind of options, okay? Social snippets, URLs, and links in bio. The URLs is the placement of direct URLs and whatever content we publish on social media, okay? People can click on them and they are going to land in our website. This is going to be considered social traffic, but sometimes it can also be considered referral traffic because it's traffic coming from other websites. So sometimes we can have problems when tracking or not tracking, but understanding the meaning of this traffic acquisition. On the other hand, we can have traffic coming from social media when people click not on direct links or not on direct URLs, but when people click on social snippet. This is a social snippet on Twitter. And if people click here, even if we don't see any visible URL, they are going to land. It's exactly the same as the previous one, but in a more compelling way, okay? And then we have a problem with some social media platforms such as Instagram or TikTok that we need to manage. Are those platforms that do not generate direct traffic, not direct traffic in terms of acquisition, but that are not going to directly generate traffic because they are not allowing users to place link on their posts, okay? For example, at least you have more, well, at least you have include I link stickers, okay, on stories or swipe ups links on stories. On Instagram, you cannot place a link. Nowadays, they are fixing this. They are, with the payment method, they are working with this running in 2024. But normally, until this very moment, if we include a link on a comment or a caption on Instagram and even TikTok, we are not using this in a way that those links are going to be automatically turned into hyperlinks. And in this regard, what we need to take into account is that we need to use tools such as Linktree in order to generate traffic from social media. And once we have placed the link in the bio, people are going to land into different kind of landing pages created especially for this kind of services, in which we include a set of buttons with a set of links that people can click in order to go to our website. This generates a lot of problems when tracking, because this is not going to be considered social traffic. This is going to be considered referral traffic from Linktree or whatever. So it is a must-have. It is really important to be able to track this traffic through UTMs or of parameters. But even if we do so, we are going to have a lot of problems when understanding the usefulness of this specific kind of traffic, okay? So which kind of users generate social traffic, especially organic social traffic? This is also very interesting traffic because it is high qualified with a high conversion rate. They also show us that they have previously engaged with the snippet, with the publication on social media. So they are interacting with the brand, and also it's very cheap because we are working with organic content, okay? So from my point of view, this is a really good content that we need to publish in order to generate traffic, okay? Remember that we have several limitations on organic content on social media, not just because of the content that are coming from social network management apps, in WhatsApp or Telegram, mobile apps, or even social media that does not generate traffic, as we have said before, that are going to be considered referral traffic from Linktree. But also we can have a lot of problem with social ads because sometimes it can be considered as traffic coming from social media, even if they are campaign or paid traffic. Okay, the solution is always the same. Please use UTMs to tag links, use parameters to tag all your links. Okay, let's jump to the next part, which is paid traffic. And in this paid traffic, we are going to work with campaigns, with advertising campaign that we can place in several and really different kind of platforms all over the world, okay? The paid traffic, the CPC traffic, can be paid search, which is traffic coming from Google Ads normally, or Bing Ads, which is SEM, so search engine optimization, not search engine marketing. Sorry, again, paid search is traffic coming from Google Ads or Bing Ads or different kind of ads that place a paid snippet on search engines, okay? Ads on search engines. So it is normally the discipline of SEM, search engine marketing. On the other hand, we have paid social, which is traffic coming from social media, but only from social ads, as we have seen before. This paid traffic, which is this traffic coming from different kind of banners that can be placed on applications, on websites, or whatever. Paid shopping, paid video, such as YouTube, audio ads, for example, Spotify, affiliate marketing, paid links that we can pay influencers or bloggers to place. There are a lot of different kind of types, but normally we call all this paid traffic CPC. Even if we know that for sure we have a lot of different payment model, okay, on advertising, okay, we need to know that normally we call this paid traffic CPC, okay? Remember that when we are working with CPM, we are working with 1,000 impressions. We are paying per 1,000 impressions. Even if we are talking with CPV, we are talking about cost per view, cost per mil impressions, cost per view, viewable cost per mil impressions, cost per click, cost per engagement by the ad, cost per acquisition, cost per lead or cost per action to cost per sale and cost per install. Okay, this is something that we already know. So why do we call this CPC? Because the objective that we can have in every single type of traffic are going to be completely different. For example, here we are paying just for appearing. Here we are paying for generating traffic for people to click. Here we are paying for interacting with the ad. And here we are paying for conversions, for having performance, for having results. So why do we call CPC on Google Analytics? Because our objective is generating traffic, even if then we want this traffic to convert or whatever, but the main objective is to generate traffic. And this is the reason why we call this CPC. Again, it is important to track those links by using parameters. Okay, let's talk right now about one specific type of paid traffic that is special, which is called affiliate network traffic or affiliate traffic. Okay, affiliation marketing or affiliation platform is a type of platforms or marketing in which we want to obtain direct results. Okay, imagine that you are an advertiser, okay, that in this ecosystem is going to be called merchant. Okay, you are a merchant, you are an advertiser that want to sell their products. But instead of generating just display that you are going to place by Google Ads or in different or audience network or meta ads, or you are going to contact directly to different kind of media in order to place your ads, you are going to work with people, with publishers, with applications, with content creators, with bloggers with influencers that can create content about your products, that promotes your product in a more compelling way. So in order to do so, you cannot contact in a direct with a lot of people, but you can use an intermediary, which is called the affiliation platform. Okay. So in this affiliation marketing network, we have three main agents. Okay. The first one is the affiliate, which is the publisher, is the blogger, is the influencer, is the content creator, is the application, is the game that wants to promote a different kind of company products with the aim of gaining some money in exchange for commissions. Okay, so in order to contact to different kind of advertisers that want to promote their content, instead of going and trying to talk to all of them, they just create an account in an affiliation platform. Okay. On the other hand, we have the merchant. Merchants is the advertising company. Okay, merchant can be the brands that want to promote their products. So what they do is also apply to their affiliation platform, and they can create different kind of campaigns. Okay, the merchant create different kind of affiliation programs through the affiliation platform, and allow, by creating these campaigns, giving all the information about the target group, the commissions that people can get if they promote them. By giving all this information, they allow affiliates that are in the same platform, publishers that are in the same platform, to apply to the specific campaign that they consider that they can use in order to gain money. Merchants can after confirm or not these affiliations, this application to the affiliation program that they have generated. And if they agree, they are going to give them all the materials that they need in order to promote their products. Okay, so which is affiliation platform? Is just the intermediary that allow us to contact by merchants and affiliates in order to generate the affiliation programs. Okay, so of course, once a user visits the blogs, the influencer website or whatever, and they see articles or contents related to a product, and they are interested on it, and they perform a conversion, maybe they click, they go to the merchant, to the advertiser campaign, and they do the conversion, the affiliate program is going to be paid by the merchant, and also the affiliation platform that has allowed this relationship get a commission. Okay. So why I'm talking about this in a special way? Because on affiliation marketing, we know that the traffic that is coming to the merchant, to the advertised platform, is coming from the affiliate's website. This means that in terms of Google Analytics 4, this is referral traffic. Okay, and of course, since those links on those programs are paid, these should be considered paid traffic or campaign traffic and not referral one. And this is the reason why, again, we need to tag links through parameters in order to be able to measure this properly. Okay. Okay, and let's go now to email traffic, which is traffic coming from email marketing campaigns. Okay, remember that those email marketing campaigns can be opened by apps that we install in the desktop, in the web, in the tablet, in the smartphone, and that allow us to use the email clients by those apps. But also we can do it by going directly to www.gmail.com or outlook.com or whatever, so through the webmail. And as we have said before, this generates a lot of limitation, a lot of problems on Google Analytics 4. But which kind of traffic is this traffic coming from email marketing? This is also traffic that is very qualified because people has previously subscribed to our database in order to be able to receive those commercial information emails that we are sending to them. So they are leads of subscriber that already are in a path, in a phase of the customer journey map that is advanced and is really close to the conversion. And also they are people that are not leads or potential customer, but loyal customer. So they are people that really know us and that are opening our messages and are interacting with our brand. And this is the reason why, in terms of measuring the performance of the lead nurturing strategies, to measure the performance of the loyalty programs, and to measure the performance of our email marketing campaigns, having traffic from email marketing is really, really important for us, okay? The limitations, the thing that we have seen before at the very beginning of this video, mobile apps are considered by Google Analytics 4 as direct traffic. So if people click on Outlook installed on the desktop, this is going to be considered direct traffic. And they have a lot of troubles when trying to measure the web mail clicks, okay? The solution, tagging links from those campaigns, okay? Let's go to push traffic, which is traffic coming from notification that appear on smartphones, on tablets, on desktops, okay? In this regard, this is a really interesting traffic too, because they are people that already know us because they have subscribed to our notifications. But the problem is that in terms of Google Analytics 4, Google Analytics has a lot of problems to identify it. So if we place links that are going to appear on those notifications, we must tag them through parameters. And finally, we are going to see the SMS traffic, okay? That even if we consider, or we can consider that this is dead, this is not. Let's have a look to this information. The open rate of an SMS, commercial SMS, is 98%. The open rate of email marketing, on average, taking into account all the industry with updated information, is 35.5%. So it's almost 3 times bigger, higher, the open rate of SMS than the open rate of email marketing. So we need to take this kind of traffic into account because it's effective in terms of people to open those contents, okay? And on the other hand, the CTR, because you can see, okay, I open this, but I don't read it, and I just open in order to avoid to have the notification of the number of SMS that I have not opened, okay? But even if you consider, so if you analyze the CTR from SMS campaigns and the CTR, the click-through rate, the number of clicks that they receive in email marketing, in SMS is 90% compared to the 1.4% of email marketing clicks. And from my point of view, this generates a lot of ideas about how effective this can be still, even if everybody thinks that this is not working, okay? So which are the limitations of Google Analytics 4 that the SMS traffic is considered direct traffic, okay? So if we do not tag it, we are going to have a lot of problems when trying to measure it.